Happy New Year, everybody! What's good? What's up? We done made it through 2022, and now we made it to 2023. Yay! I don't know about you guys, but this is gonna be my year. This is my year where I get some certifications under my belt as a uh, the scientist. Well, I'm gonna be doing good in all my studies, so I go ahead and become that data scientist too. It's gonna be all mine. And this is gonna be your year too. You're gonna be awesome in Algebra 2 for this spring semester. You're gonna tear it up. You got this, despite whatever come our way. All right, let's go ahead and get into this. So, y'all, in this video, I'm mainly talking about okay, how did the first summary go? What did I notice? Rules, procedures, grading, absence, makeup work, instruction. All right, so let's come on with it. All right, summary of the Algebra 2 first semester. Oh, well, I don't know about you guys. I had a blast with it. Kids knew how to make me laugh. I would say that. I was cracking up 3/4 of the time. The stuff that y'all say, I'd be like, oh my god. Even the little sly comments y'all be saying even about me, I'd be laughing so hard. I don't know. I just like to laugh, so you know, you guys do that. And for what it's worth, it is a privilege to be your teacher. Notice I said privilege. All right, let's get into the details. So, y'all, students who did pass my course, that demonstrated the passion, the desire, the want for it. Like, these are kids who did everything I asked and more. All right? Students, as a whole, all of you tend to want to perform or want to do better when you about to fail the grade, when you about to fail the 9 weeks or the semester. Like kids who haven't been in school for pretty much the whole 9 week guys nowhere come and try to turn in work and think that okay, I'm gonna pass. Unfortunately, it didn't work for none of those kids who tried that. You have to pretty much be on top of your A game from A to Z. And y'all gonna see this semester is not the one that you want to trifle with. Students are lazy. Like you kids are smart. So I want you guys again whatever teachers say about y'all and making y'all feel like you guys are stupid, please ignore that. Please pay no mind. You guys are so much smarter than what teachers tell y'all. You lazy, that you are, but smart. And sometimes that laziness does, bring you down to your downfall too. Sadly, what breaks my heart, a good number of you students gave up. Like you just tapped out. Like you didn't even care to even come to school to take the midterm. I was like, oh my God, why these kids just gave up? You know? And it's even before the midterm, it was the last few weeks of the semester, you just gave up. I was like, why? Students tend to get selfish in terms of wanting to pass instead of being accountable. I had students who tried to send spicy emails and make accusations of, oh, Miss Howe, you just showed favoritism. You did you did us wrong, blah 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 blah. But in reality, the students just don't want to take accountability. And what made it worse, these are the kids who parents I have called 100 times throughout the semester, but parents don't want to pick up and talk to me. And so Just to let you guys in a little secret, anytime you send aggressive messages on any kind, I do block you. I did that to a student who tried that with me. So try not to be spicy, because if you were that concerned about your grades, A, your parents would have picked up the phone when I called. B, you've been trying to be about your business throughout the semester versus trying to, do your best in the midterm, which you didn't do good enough, such as have a higher score than your actual grade to pass. So, y'all, again, let's not be savage. On another note, some of you kids did better on your midterm than you did on your actual half in the class as a result. You did pass. I made sure of it, you did. Alright, y'all. Moving on. How the students passed my class? Many of you guys did more than 6 tutoring sessions. I was pretty impressed with the tutoring, may I add. I never thought of it to be so consistent. I thought only one or two people come. But tutoring doesn't just mean, the online stuff. I'm talking tutoring also could refer to doing it with me during lunchtime, which is my third block, which is my off time. So I do, like to work with a few students a little bit, not my whole time, but a little bit. I was impressed to see that. Many of you guys took advantage of the bonus points opportunity. Some of you guys were trying to play me. It just didn't work. Did not work to your favor at all. It didn't. And for this second semester, ooh, it's on. Some just did it, some just kept it going. Like, did all the work, and I had nothing to worry about. They didn't have nothing to worry about. You should did what you're supposed to do in class. You didn't have to do tutoring. Some of you guys impressed the teacher. Like, some of you guys, my jaw dropped with what you did in this classroom. Some of you guys, you encourage others who were sitting next to you, like saying, "Hey, come on, let's get focused. Put your phone up. Pay attention to what he's saying." Or some of you guys will explain the material to your other person. Miss Howard was saying the answer is 5 because of X, Y, Z in the third. Or, some of you guys, correct a student's mistake. Like the student put on the board and it was wrong, and you just went to a board, like you just made a little fix. At the same time, you still encourage the student, so you make he or she feels dumb. So I was thoroughly impressed. Half of you missed few or no assignments. Some of you guys did kick it with me during lunch to ask questions or to demonstrate that mathematical talent. Some of you guys gave me that ooh ah ah sensation. The ooh ah ah sensation is when you do all of this that mentioned. All this was done. That's the ooh ah ah sensation. That's the hey, you don't even have to take the midterm. You did that well. You don't even have to take the midterm. Those are those kind of moves I like. And I'm expecting to see more of those moves that you guys did more, this semester because next semester is gonna be a lot. All right, reminders, rules, and expectations. All right, so yeah, the rules. I'm just gonna go over it because we gotta know what to expect, all this, all that. So yeah, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. So this semester is all about preparation and having your stuff ready. So come in my classroom having stuff ready. Like when I give homework, come in with it complete, ready to go to the board or ready to discuss the homework. All right? I have to see that. Or come to school with supplies, you know? Come to school having your stuff together, calculator notes, all that stuff. Well, not the calculator part, because I will provide that, but come to school with your notes on quizzes. Give due diligence. That means that if I give you work, you're doing it, you know? You follow the processes and stuff like that. Do litigation right. The word what I mean by litigation is, you know how you guys get about grades, you send emails. I've been doing my work. You didn't put this grade in. And some of us teachers be like, what? If you me, you know, you ignore it, or you know, kind of push for an argument just to see the dramatics, you know, just to argue with a student, just to see what they're gonna say or what they're gonna do. Like I had one student who we was arguing. I think I did more of the arguing did what he or she did, and the student was in a calm demeanor. And I was like, okay, we're gonna argue about this for a good 10 minutes. So I'm, you know, changed my tone, my voice. I didn't raise my voice, but I was changing my tone, like you're getting all upset. But I was gonna see what he or she was gonna do, and that student impressed the heck out of me. Student stayed with me the whole day, demonstrating skill. And then the student came fourth period, or was it fifth? I don't recall. One of the classes explained the material, helped the other students out to get the material, and was on. I was very impressed with that student to a point that I said he or she failed my midterm. Can't fail that student because of that little move. And that student violated my rules, such as leaving things blank. So all I'm saying is, when you pull moves like that, or if I'm arguing with you, that's the opportunity with you to show me what you got. If I'm changing my voice, if I'm doing all this, you don't do this. I'm doing it to kind of provoke you and to see what you're gonna do. So when we do that, you guys show me what you got. You know, bring me that hood mentality. You know how it is. You talk about you gonna beat somebody up, you threatening to go fight somebody. You know, we gonna see this. We gonna juice it up until someone, you know, throw the first blow. That's what I'm like. So to that student, I was thoroughly impressed. Good job. All right. And that's what litigation is about, you know, doing it right. Having your evidence ready to do things. So that's what I'm saying through the whole story. Litigation means you're ready. You got your processes. You got unconceivable evidence that you deserve to pass. It's not you saying you're doing your work and have a few cases of you doing it, but you have so much evidence that it can't deny it. All right. Encourage and respect everyone. You know, encourage your classmate. Hey, come on, try to get this answer. Try to get this answer. That was another student who kept waking his or her friend up, trying to get that student focused. I was thoroughly impressed to see that. Yeah, I have academic integrity through all things you do in my class. I know, y'all. I give you some math problem, and you like, screw it, I ain't doing that. And so you go use your phone, follow math, math way. You know the F's are there, and you just get the answer. You just jot the mess down. And I'm like, this kid, yeah, please don't do that. Show me what you got so I can help you. Because now, being that this is ACT season, if you can't, you know, show me the skill and you can't be honest about it, you're going to definitely fail. Yeah, I respect the teacher and the learning environment. Like, you may disagree with me on a few things, that's cool. But if I tell you to do something, please give me that respect and do it. Put your phones up when I'm doing stuff. Don't be watching TV, y'all, on your Chromebooks. Do the learning environment nice. Produce high quality work. Yeah, anything you turn in, please don't turn in no nonsense. Please don't turn in nothing incomplete. If you don't answer all those questions on a test quiz or what have you, you're gonna pay the price. Take care of all school equipment. One of the biggest issues that I had that I didn't say too much about because I didn't too much care because it wasn't my money, is that you guys are so wasteful towards equipment. It's like you take my staple, think of it as some type of Uzi, and you just shoot at it, wasting my staples. You do some stuff like that, I'm gonna write you up and I'm gonna throw you out. Don't waste my anything that is school related for the learning process. Don't do it. All right, let's move on. All right, grading. So yeah, this is how this is gonna work throughout this spring semester. Participation. Yeah, it's 50 points daily. All right. Classwork. It's 25 points daily. Demonstration is 20 points daily. Homework is 30 points daily. Projects. You're going to have them because this is the semester where you will be doing a great deal of writing as well. So that's going to happen twice a month. ACT. We're going to be doing a lot of mock ACTs to prepare ourselves for the deal because you guys are all capable of scoring 18s, at least 18. So we're going to be doing it a lot. And I think we're going to probably do that like once a month or something like that. Open those quiz. It's going to be twice a month. Like you would have two quizzes in January. Your test, 500 points. All right? And test may be, you may have it once or twice this 9 weeks. I don't know. But that's what's happening for the grading. And be mindful of those points. All right. My grading policies. Y'all, unless dominant on Jake campus by 7:10 a.m., unexcused absence will make you still responsible for the work. The lessons do have an online component in case you are absent, and you're still going to do the work. If you don't do it, it's a zero regardless. You have internet issues, that's something that you're going to have to work out because everybody got phones. You could, pull the data up that way through the phone. The data that you use from Google Classroom is not much. All right, so you don't have no excuse. Now, if you have some internet issues or something like that, depends. You gonna have to do your best and message me through Google Classroom and all that stuff. If you do not, it's a problem. All right, online work. Usually, I gave you guys a lot of Kahoots through the first semesters. I'm going to scale back on that. That's gonna be more so for the online students or when we do tutoring. So I won't be giving codes for homework. You're gonna get a paper version. You're going to do it. You're gonna bring it back. That's it. Incomplete work, reduce your points by half. Guys, as I told you before, I don't like incomplete work. I don't care how much of the work you got done. Leave nothing blank. Cause like when you go take the ACT, if it's blank, it goes against you. It counts against you. You know. You got a better chance of getting it right by simply just guessing. All right. Legwork will reduce your points by 10% day one, 15% day two, 20% day three. Work past 3 days will not be graded. Excuse absent will give you 2 days prior to reduction. It can change based on conversation. So, if you sent me a message, well, if it got excused through J Campus, and you send me a message, blah, 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 or something like that, I could work with you a little bit. Just let me know. Don't let me know after the fact. Like while I put the zero in. Don't let me know when the work is due. I can't help you. Let me know whenever things going on. Let me know immediately so I can help you. And that's something that's gonna help you in the real world because when I leave or something like that, in terms of taking off, I have to let my people know ahead of time versus last minute. Cluster work. Y'all, there's sometimes, depending on if we miss days or not, due to some ice storm or something like that, some assignments may be in clusters. Like, for example, I could give you one homework, and just say if I decide to go back to the Cahoots, I could give you three Cahoots. Well, each of those Cahoots gonna be worth 30 points. Okay, so just be careful about this. This is also gonna happen like during the breaks, Mardi Gras break, spring break. So you may want to be mindful of that. So don't think, yeah, I'm a kick and blah blah blah. You have the work done and stuff turned in. All right. Also, I want to say this right quick. Homework for those who try to do things online. You're gonna do it through Cami, the little annotation thing. I'm gonna create a video showing you how to use Cami for that. All right. Communication is key. If there's any issue that's affect your academic, it is your responsibility to communicate this ASAP. Like when it's happening, let me know. Please don't let me know like the night before. Don't do that because my response is gonna be, I can't do nothing for you. If it's the day of, don't do that either. Make sure that I know ahead of time. Y'all do not communicate. Y'all don't communicate about things after the fact. Don't do it. Don't. Guys, I give you the first 15 minutes of my third period prep time to discuss matters. After that, I don't want to see no kids. Hear that? During my third block, unless I allow you time more than the first 15 minutes, I do not want to see no students. All right. So, yeah, if you know you ain't here, I'm gonna come to class or nothing like that, send me a message by 7:10. Let me know you're gonna be absent, and it's gonna be through Remind that is. All right, tutoring rules and expectations. Yeah, tutoring. Of course, Monday, Wednesday, 3:30, 4:15 online Google Classroom. Tutoring may be ran with or without Mr. Hour, so there may be some occasions where I may just say, "Hey, I ain't gonna be here," so that whoever get to tutoring just record it and share with me, so post it with me in Google Classroom so I can see who did what. Now, someone with good technology skills or someone who hosts it. And we're going to talk more about that in details. Adhere to all tutoring expectations. Tutoring rules. Make yourself be heard by saying your name before you speak in tutoring session because in tutoring, when I'm tutoring with you guys, I don't see your faces. All I do is just see a screen that I'm working on and talking about. And I hear your voices. I don't know you guys well enough to distinguish from your voices. All right. So if you talk, if you're not giving me a name, I can't acknowledge you or give you points. Make sure that you state your name. Like for example, Ken speaking. The answer is Seth because blah 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 blah. Tommy speaking. I agree with Ken because blah 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 blah. Howard speaking. I disagree with Ken because of blah 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 blah. Every time you talk, state your name, then say the statement is speaking. All right. Make sure others have a chance to speak. Encourage others to speak. So after you don't say your piece or whatnot, Just say, all right, come on, y'all, let's do this. Let's get these easy points. Be an active participant of the tutoring session. If you quiet, you're not talking to me, I'm gonna throw you out. I can't give you credit. Tutoring sessions are now recorded. At first, I was waiting for permission, but now I have to just let you guys know that tutoring is recorded. So if that's something that doesn't work for you, just don't come to it. And again, I'm not gonna see your face or nothing like that. All you're gonna see what's being recorded is this screen, me talking, you talking. That's it. And I may, if I'm trying to stop recording, or go back to my screen or something like that, that may be the little online Google Classroom screen that's had your little icon, but nothing serious, all right? Tutoring points. Yeah, pay close attention to this. I want you guys to get this well. Tutoring points are given to a student who have 100% actively participated and adhere to the rules. Tutoring points are used as makeup work, missing work. All right. If a student does not have any missing work, it can be added to the lowest assignment. All right. So students can save those tutoring points if there's no missing work, no low grade assignments less than a 70%. Any assignment lower than 70%, if you gain tutoring points, those tutoring points is going to go to those assignments with that. There are chances where you could have some leftover points that you could store and use them. All right. And I may, update the tutoring points policy. So be on the lookout for that updated policy about tutoring points. All right, let's start some types. So, y'all, we have, again, this is ACT season, so we really got kicked into high gear. So, y'all, type A, it's your typical instruction model, instruction method. So you know how I go to the board, which I will be doing more of because we're not in some weird testing situation. I go to the board, do previous skills with you, teach you the new skills, and give you some examples. So that should take no more than 20 minutes, at most 30, somewhere in that time frame. All right, students are going to work together. So all this is saying is a few problems I may give you guys. Okay, say, okay, group, do this, do this, do that. And then as a group, meaning that you guys are talking with me, we're going to go over it. Also, this may be the part where I may tell someone in a group, just go to a board, put the problem up, and we just, critique it, look at it, seeing what's good, what's popping. All right? Students work alone. So this is after I don't, introduce after I reviewed, introduce you the new skills, gave you some examples. Me and this, me and your peers don't work problems out together, and this is your time for you to work alone. So working alone is just an opportunity to showcase what you can do on your own from the work we did. Go to the board if I choose you to do so. Let's just present the problem. The rest of us, we will critique the work. All right? Because that's part of the grade. So, guys, if you are quiet and you're not talking about students' work, I can't give you much of a grade. So, keep that in mind. And then after we get through with those things, after we don't did, after I don't taught it to you, gave you examples and all that, and after we don't worked it together as a group, after you worked it by yourself, and then you go to the board and we critique it or whatnot, you are ready to demonstrate the end. So, uh, Demonstrations are nowhere for exit ticket. So, oh, exit ticket. I will want to make the exit tickets daily, but we may not get that opportunity to do it daily. All right, type B, extension of the material talk. So yeah, in type B, this is more so what you guys doing, and I'm not doing too much talking. So the first thing you're going to do, you're going to present solutions while others critique it. For the homework, that is. So if I give you homework, homework will be a lot, but we're gonna pick and choose some problems. We're not gonna do all of them per se, but you're gonna pick some. That's gonna be enough for everyone to pick some problems to do. So no one should have the same exact problems because you never know. I may on the quiz just take the homework problems that you never did. So keep that in mind. So yeah, from there, after we go to the board and discuss the homework and critique it all, then we're gonna do our ACT group rotations. So in those groups, you may have an ACT current lesson going on, you may have a pre-algebra lesson, an algebra skill, a statistics skill. So those are the four things that we're going to be doing, you know, on that day. All right. So yeah, after we get through with that, you're gonna have a demonstration. And a demonstration may be like just some questions that you did throughout those little rotations for us to talk about. Well, not for us to talk about, for you to, show me what you got. And again, in type B, I'm not doing too much talking. I'm just walking around, seeing what you're doing, jotting stuff down. I'll give you points or taking them away. Because type B, the participation is a little bit more easier than it is in type A. All right, type C, lab. So this semester we're going to be more calculator heavy. I know last semester we wasn't too calculator heavy, but this time we're going to be super heavy on it. So you're going to be using decimals. You're going to be using the scientific calculators, and then you're going to be using TI-84. All right, and then the demonstration will occur at the end. I'm mainly going to be emphasizing the decimals and the calculators the most because not everyone could use the TI-84 because unless you guys start taking the ACT in February or some other time before then, because you could take the ACT twice, you could take it for the school, and then you could take it again that following Saturday. I could talk to you more about that. So this is more for those who are taking it, but also you will have to sign the release form saying that you break it, you bought it. So keep that in mind. And don't forget, demonstration will happen at the end. So it's just each lesson is gonna have a cycle. A B C, A B C, A B C. We're gonna rotate it out like that. All right. So test the mode ACT, because we're gonna be doing that a lot just to see what we could get at, y'all. All right. So quick homework review. This is when we are taking the ACT. So I might give you some type of, ACT information to look at. Now, homework might be using Desmo, so we could talk about that. All right. Now, when we do the ACT for the hour, I'm gonna be honest with you. I cannot allow you to use your computer for Desmos because you guys are not to be trusted. Cause what you guys gonna end up doing is trying to go get answers off from the ACT stuff. I may change my mind aloud to you after I find that it's be hard for you to cheat, because I know If you fail my class, that's no way you should not be getting a 20. You shouldn't be getting a 21. Because you got 21, that means that you know algebra 2. So keep that in mind. Also, yeah, testing procedures and rules are strictly enforced. And let me go over those right quick. Y'all know technology, leaving with your phone. So that means like if you go to the restroom, your phone gotta be surreal to me, you know, because I want you to take your phone to converse on any of that nonsense. Don't talk to each other. A student failed the semester because of this these two situations. It's like okay, moving on. All right, y'all. When we do our regular testing, so you open those quiz, you will have only notes, no technology allowed. Now, some of the questions on the quizzes may be asking you to, such as ANET, so you may have to use that, and that's fine, you know. Or for my quiz, there may be two parts. One part that you have to, um, fill out by hand, and then the second part, which you want to give them the first part to get the second part, you may have to use decimals to do it. All right, y'all. When you take my test, not my quiz, my test, there is no notes, no technology allowed. Phones are to be surrendered, especially when you leave to go for the restroom. Phones are to be silent or off. If you have your phone in your possession, other than your pockets, it's a zero. I had one student who tried to fight it, just didn't work. So y'all adhere to these testing policies. All right. So y'all, mathematical etiquette. That's what I want to talk to you guys about. So to get the best participation, always seek an opportunity to demonstrate any mathematical knowledge that you have. Even if you know that 2 plus 2 equals 4, demonstrate that. Give me something to work with. Never ask me, is this right? Because I'm going to give you the best mind screw ever. You're not going to like me after the fact because I don't need for you guys to say those terms to me. Because now you're in a semester where you got to demonstrate. You know, when you say when you say I don't understand, follow up with a reason. Why don't you not understand? Here's a good example to follow. I don't understand this problem because I don't get step two where I'm trying to distribute the 5 into the x and the 7. Or I don't understand this problem because why do you have to use distributive property to move on? Or I'm just plain stuck. This is why I did it, this is why I know, but I don't know anything else. Or I don't know how to progress anywhere else. That's what you should say. If you agree or disagree, explain why, despite how right it is. It could be completely wrong. Just say your piece. Encourage others to be and be respectful at the same time. All right. Last bit of information learning styles. Guys, take care of all school mathematical equipment. You got no choice, or be fined. Cause don't make a stupid little calculator be the reason why you had to pay for things before you can graduate. Don't do that. All right. Adhere to all rules and procedures, current or new, because things change. So adhere to all of them. Be responsible for the academic integrity. Do that. Bring your best as if you fail the 9 weeks. And y'all, this is it. I know this has been like a long video, but good grief, it needs to all be said. So, bam, we done.